Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Char, the Super Chick. As promised, I promised you all that I was going to do a pop-up show, and here I am. Hopefully, you've all had a good week. I know it's been a long week for me, but that's okay because guess what? You know, the Crown Royal came out with a new one, and it's that peach flavor. So I didn't do wine this time. I actually went and grabbed that new peach Crown Royal, and it's okay. I don't know what y'all think of it. I prefer my apple, but guess what? I'll do the peach for a little while and see if it can grow on me. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for joining me. You know, it's been a while since I've just been on air by myself. Usually I'm on FM stations, but I thought, you know what? Let me do this podcast thing and then I can have control over my own show. And so far, I really like it. And I just want to thank you all for being supportive and tuning in. So even though my show is due to air on Wednesday, I wanted to just pop in and just do a little pop-up show. So tonight I'm going to give you all an interview. I have an interview with Miami Mike. He is the owner of Palm Tree Entertainment. You all know Soulja Boy. You all know some of the other acts he does. And people always want to know, where are they? How did they get started? Well, guess who has the rundown? Yeah, that's right. Me, Char. So you guys hang tight with me. And the next voice you are going to hear is myself and Miami Mike. And I just want to thank you all again for tuning in with me on the evening wind down. But wait a minute. Make sure you got your things that make you wind down before you wind down with your girl. All right?
So, let me make sure I got everything right. You guys, we are live in Erect with SOD. You guys know who SOD is. I know you guys do. So, right now I'm going to go right into, I want him to introduce himself on this other end of this microphone. Why don't you tell everybody who you are?
Yeah, this is Miami Mike. I'm the CEO of Palm Tree Entertainment, the president of SOD Money Gang, you know what I'm saying? I got a management company, Palm Tree Entertainment. Also, I manage people like Soulja Boy, Hurricane Chris, and I'm also the president of Soulja Boy label, you know, the number one independent label, SOD Money Gang, SODMG.
Okay, so I want to ask you some questions because I actually did a little thing, and I said, okay, you guys want to know anything about, you know, Soulja Boy, Jabari, SOD, Miami? Let me know what you guys want to know. So my first question is, like, how did you get started in the industry?
I got started in the industry, you know what I'm saying? I started out promoting concerts. I was doing parties and concerts. I was in the music part as far as, like, behind the scenes, producing concerts and doing parties and doing plays, and I just got on into it, you know what I'm saying? I just got on into the management part and then the label part. Eventually, I eased on through it because I was doing concerts and then actually opening up for, like I said, I do a concert with G's and T.I. I might let some people open up, and then sometimes it was good, and they needed a manager, and it started like that. That's how it started.
Okay, so, like, what was your age? How old were you when you said, okay, this is something that I want to do, this is something that, you know, I want to help people get in the industry, this is what I want to do? Like, what was your age?
When I first started, I was like 19, 20, but I went to prison for 7 years, and I got out, and that's when I started, that went up to a full 4. You know, I had did 7 years in prison, you know. So when I got out, you know, I just went straight full with it, you know.
So it's like you had some time to think. That tried to be funny, but you had a lot of time to think and plan and get things together during them 7 years.
Yeah, I was in there like Eddie Murphy on Life. I was in the boom room.
Was y'all breaking bread and sharing combs and stuff like that?
Yeah, I was in the boom room. You know, he was going to the boom room every weekend. He was in his imagination. He was at a club. You know, I had my own thing, Palm Tree Entertainment.
So you took that dream and you brought it to life. So you was in the boom room when you was in, but then when you got out, you took that dream and you brought it to life and developed Palm Tree Entertainment. Who was one of the first acts that you picked up in your career of management?
I was met some guys called People Entertainment, but that didn't work out. But I met Soulja Boy at Burger King. That's when it really broke off to be like where the money started coming in, where I could pay my bills and really eat off the entertainment business instead of just talking about it. I was really living it when I started to messing with Soulja Boy.
So you met him at Burger King?
Yeah, he was working at Burger King, you know. Mississippi, came from Atlanta, so it ain't where you from, it's where you at. A lot of people think you got to move to Atlanta or L.A. To get on, you know what I'm saying, or Miami or whatever. It ain't where you from, it's where you at and how hard you grind. Because Soulja, he born in Chicago. He moved to Atlanta when he was like 4, and he turned to Mississippi and when he was like 14, and that's when he met me. So, you know, it ain't where you from, it's where you at and how you grind.
Okay. So how do you think it was? Because actually, this next question was for Soulja, but since I got you, how do you think it was for him growing up as a child star, and like some of the other acts that you have too, the other groups? Is it hard for you managing them while they're younger and trying to mold them and teach them the right thing?
Yeah, no, sometimes it is, but sometimes not. All the manager is really a coach. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't care how good you are playing, whatever you do, you sing, rap, you play basketball, football. Like Michael Jordan, he was one of the best players there was, but he needed Phil Jackson, a good coach, to take him to the next level. You got to listen to your coach, and you know you got to have a good team around you. So all he needed was a good coach like me and a good team around him. So you got to have it. You can't do nothing by yourself. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm. So what was your motivation?
Yeah.
Like, what was your motivation behind the whole SOD money game?
It was just like getting to what it is now, you know, when he started it and we named it and all that stuff, and I had my company First Palm Tree, so he wanted his own label, and like we said, we're gonna do this, and make the moves and pop it out. So we just like, you just gotta, you know what I'm saying, you just gotta have your dreams and you gotta stick to it. Don't let nobody tell you nothing, because a lot of people didn't even like Soulja Boy music at first, and now they like him. You know, he still got this haters, but you know, I'm put it like this: now you hear something on the radio, you keep hearing it, you don't like it. Like I hate that song, you start liking it. That's how I did this music. I just go to strip clubs and make them play it, and go to clubs and pay the DJs to play it or whatever. And people started liking it because they kept hearing it so much. So that's what you got to do sometimes, you know. You ain't got to be on the radio, because the radio ain't always play you. So you get the streets and the clubs behind you, the radio gonna follow.
Okay, so you were actually like going to clubs and like, look, let me give you a couple $, put this in rotation.
Yeah. You just got to go to the radio station, give rotation. You got a club, got 2,000-3,000 people every Friday, Saturday night. Shoot, that's a good rotation. You get 2 spins that night, you good. They like it. They're gonna request it. They don't want to play it again anyway. So
yeah, that's
one thing about music. So you might have to pay somebody $50 to $100 to $5 one or two times to play it, but if they like it, they're gonna play on their own anyway. So you ain't gotta worry about going, you know, keep paying them to play it. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna play it. You know, that's one thing about this music, because people like it, they gonna like it. Sometimes you just gotta listen to it. They're gonna either like it or not like it.
Okay, so you know, I personally, I know you personally, and I know how you work, and I know that you are involved in a lot of organizations, and you are a very powerful person when it comes to putting your hands in something. Why don't you tell the people a few of the organizations or foundations that you are currently involved in?
Yeah, I got the Palm Tree Foundation. What I do with that, every year I go around the schools in Mississippi where I'm from. I go to like junior. I go to college. I go not colleges. I go to kindergartens and elementary schools, and I pick out like every school like 200 students with good grades or whatever, and I buy them Christmas stuff, and I do stuff like that. And I also do free concerts in my hometown once a year. I like do a concert in car shows and let kids 13 under and free. I do stuff like that, you know. Got a baseball team, and it's a youth baseball team, and if they win, they do good. I take them to Disney. Well, I do a little stuff. I try to give back. We do tours in the hoods with the core DJs, not the core DJs, the hits and DJs in Atlanta every year. We go to different neighborhoods and different hoods and give out tours to like less fortunate people. So I just try to give back, you know.
Okay. When you were in the Boom Boom Room, I'm not going to say locked up, I'm going to say, when you was in the Boom Boom Room, did you ever in a million years think that your dream would become this big? I mean, you know, you start off with a goal and a dream. Did you ever think that your dream would become this big?
Yeah, I wanted it to. You got to believe in yourself, you know what I'm saying? That's what I hadn't even seen the movie Life in the 80s. I saw Life when I got out. But I was doing the same thing that he was doing. Like, he was talking about his club. Eddie Murphy wanted a club when he got out, so he would have to. If you don't believe you got a club, anybody else don't believe it. So he used to think, well, he's gonna get a club when he get out. He used to think he was at his club. So you gotta believe in it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta believe in yourself and make it come to a reality. So I knew what I wanted to do, and I knew how I was gonna do it. And I just like, I didn't care what nobody told me. I was gonna make it pop. You know? I know I went to radio station, they wouldn't play soldier music or whatever. So I said, I'm going to make it so they got to play it. So you know what I'm saying? So and then I'm going to have to laugh. So, you weren't playing for me, now you got to play it. So that's how I looked at doing something, you know?
Right. So were you afraid of taking losses? Like, because Soulja Boy is not the only person that you manage, because I know you got, am I right or wrong, you got A-Rab, you got Jabari, and you got a couple of females, too. So
Playboy, yeah. I got a little Playboy, I got a couple of models, and I managed like 4 producers, so, you know.
Okay, so, like, do you ever worry about taking losses?
I don't lose no more. I used to lose. I don't lose no more, you know. All I do is win. But, you know, you do that at first, but, you know, you got to, experience is the best teacher. You learn how to, you know what I'm saying, do stuff. People can tell you stuff all the sometimes, but sometimes you do a loss on your own with your own money. You learn from that. So it's a process, and you just got to pick up and learn from everything you do, like, you know. Because, like, over a period of, I had one group I spent a couple $100,000 over. They didn't do nothing. But then I didn't know what I was doing and didn't know exactly how to do it. But then I got when I started with Soulja Boy, I only spent like $100,000 over him in a period of 3 years, and he made it. And that's what buying plane tickets, buying hotel rooms, playing people to play his music, and buying the CDs and everything. So it just worked. You know, so it just depends on how you do it. But you know, at the same time, we worked as a team. He was doing the internet stuff on the internet, and I was doing the streets and talking to people. But like I said, it takes teamwork at the end of the day. Ain't no I in team. You know what I'm saying? It's an I win, but you still can't win by yourself. You know. Okay,
real quick, I want you to tell, because this is an area. In this area, we have a lot of independent artists. We have a lot of managers. We have a lot of people that's trying to be where you guys are. What is something that you can tell them really quick? I mean, to give them that positive, that feel that you can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You can't let nobody tell you no. And you gotta say you can't do it, and don't say, because you start believing that you can't do it, you ain't gonna be able to do it. You gotta believe in it and make people think that it's gonna come true, because you gotta believe in yourself. If you don't believe in anybody else gonna believe in it, then you gotta grind. And these artists and these managers and this music, you gotta grind till you shine. When you start shining, you gotta keep grinding. In other words, grind till you get signed, and when you get signed, grind like you unsigned. So that's what I go by.
Yeah, that's true. And I would have to say personally, knowing that you are one of the down-to-earth managers, and I can really tell that you really care about what you do and you really believe in Palm Tree and SOD. And, I mean, it's a beautiful thing when you can really take that and say, okay, these are my people, and my people understand me and what I'm trying to do for them. So it's a beautiful thing. One more question, and then we're going to wrap it up. Like, who are some of the upcoming artists that's like on your upcoming projects?
We got a little Playboy with SODMG. He got a song called Make 'Em Mine, and we got Final Draft. It's like an R&B group, kind of like you know, it's an R&B, you know what I'm saying, group. And it's one dude the rap, and the rest of them four guys sing. They do the dances, kind of like your B2K thing was. And we got a couple of movies coming up, and I got a book coming out myself about my life and stuff. I went to prison, and I didn't nobody believe in me, and then I got the G4 boys. It's just a lot of stuff. It's going to be a lot of stuff coming out, you know.
Well, that's good. Well, I commend you on Palm Tree and SOD and even the organizations that you put forth to, you know, place yourself in. So, you know, that's what's up. You guys, we have been sitting here talking to Miami Mike. He is the...
Now, I wanted to play that interview for you all because to say that no matter where you are in life, no matter what you have going on, you know, you never know what can happen. Now, I did that interview with Miami a couple of years ago. Now, needless to say, it's not a new interview, but I will get a new interview with Miami for you all, just so we can see where Soulja is now, where Mike is now. I have an interview scheduled with Jaheim that we'll be doing in a few weeks. My first interview with you all It's going to be with Brooklyn. And let me